Okay.
is be careful of scams. Just like in anything with cryptocurrency, there's a lot of scams. And if you follow the groups out there, you'll see what people are talking about where they have these apps and these platforms where it says, oh,
If you want the boss's view, you gotta sacrifice. If you wanna move like bosses move.
YMA.
all right, guys, welcome to the YMA Nation podcast, episode number 71.
71, guys.
71. You know, I get excited every time I say the number. It will be 72, 73. I get excited, guys. If you're on right now, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.
I am Joe Wallace, and this is
Rebecca Wallace.
And today is Wealth Building Monday.
It's his show.
It is my show, and this is going to be a good show because I know a lot of people that wants to know about this information because a lot of people text me, inbox me. A lot of people want to know about what we're going to talk about today. If you're on, make sure down in the comment section you hashtag YMA Nation because, you know, we love to give away free cash and prizes.
You never know when it's going to happen.
You never know. So make sure you hashtag YMA Nation. Also down in the comment section, check out Let's Go, that new hot single by Joe Wallace, Al Harris featuring CEEJ. Let's Go. The link is below. You can watch the hot video. It's hot. It's hot. Today we are talking about understanding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Interesting.
Simplified though.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, I have conversations about it, and it's kind of like high level. So I'm going to try to like bring it down to where, you know, it's easy to understand. Now, before I get started, I have to say that this is for education and entertainment only. This is not for investment purposes, and I am not an investor or a financial advisor. Bam. So that's a disclaimer.
Okay.
So let's talk about cryptocurrency.
Me either. I'm none of those things. Whatever he just said.
None of them. Yeah, we are none of them things.
None of those things.
All right. So let's talk about cryptocurrency so people could understand what is cryptocurrency. So according to Investopedia.com, cryptocurrency is a form of a digital asset. You had to sneeze. Cryptocurrency is a form of a digital asset based on a network that is distributed across a large number of computers. This decentralized structure allows them to exist outside of the control of governments and central authorities. So that's the big thing about cryptocurrency and why people love it, because it is not, there's no like certain type of restrictions or regulations on it. Right. So that's why people love it. It's almost like consumer to consumer.
Right.
So if I had cryptocurrency, I could send it to you. So like through a blockchain.
Right.
And it just goes like, hey, Joe, send me $1,000. And if I have $1,000 in Bitcoin or Ethereum, I could just send 1,000 to you.
Right.
So,
right.
But to be able to use cryptocurrency though, so it's a form of payment, right? So whatever either the individual or the company has to accept cryptocurrency. So it's almost like a form of payment. So if I have cash, if I have $1,000 in cash, here's a perfect example for those of you who have traveled overseas. If you travel to foreign countries outside of the U.S., certain countries, you actually have to like do it in exchange of your money,
right,
for whatever region that you're in. So it's almost the same thing that I would give up X amount of dollars in exchange for X amount of dollars in that currency. So it's the same thing like Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It's just online.
Okay.
So online is just exchanging whatever form of payment that you have or form of currency that you currently have in exchange for that cryptocurrency.
Okay.
She's like, okay, got it. Now, why is it so popular? One, because it's not through the government and banks.
Mm-hmm.
No regulation. which for now, because we watch and see things happening,
Right.
But as of now, it is not, which makes the transactions faster and it's cheaper. The fees are cheaper because there's no third party or there's no banks involved to charge these fees. So it's cheaper. So that's why it's so popular. Also, it grows so fast, exponentially.
Right.
So if I was to invest into like cryptocurrency, it could grow from X amount to X amount like that fast in a week or a month.
So it's different than if you have like your cash sitting in a savings account or a CD, if you're investing it into those things, because that's going to grow at a smaller rate.
Right.
Than if you have it invested in cryptocurrency and the cryptocurrency trends upwards, then you can make your return faster.
Just like the value of a dollar, right? If you got $1 and you put it in a bank, like the rate is going to go from $1 to $2, it'll be like forever.
Right.
Cryptocurrency, if there's a dollar value of how much you own of a coin, which right now the cost of a coin, that dollar would be like insignificant. But if it was like,
well, depending on the coin, right?
Well, yeah, depending on the coin, but we're talking about like Bitcoin.
Right.
But yeah, that's a perfect example. So say something like that's lower, for example, electronium right now is around 3 cents.
Right.
So 3 cents, that means that I should be able to get 33 coins out of $1. So I put in $1 and I got that amount of coins. Now, if it's value right now at 3 cents, by tomorrow it could be 6 cents. So my dollar has turned to $2 overnight.
Right.
So that's why people love like cryptocurrency, because the rate it could just gain.
It can gain.
Yeah. Now let's talk about this. The most popular right now is Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Dash, and the godfather of cryptocurrency, which is
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
So what were the ones that you said?
Ethereum, Litecoin,
Okay.
Ripple, Dash, and Bitcoin.
Oh, that one's not on mine. Okay.
What do you have?
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano, Polkadot, and then Ripple, Litecoin, Chainlink, and Stellar.
There's so many coins out right now. There is, and this is as of today.
I think this is the article I'm reading from Yahoo Finance was saying the top 10 cryptocurrency investments in 2021.
Okay. As of today, there are 7,800. No, I'm sorry. Total number of crypto. Yeah, 7,812. So that's a lot, right? So you have to think like, which one am I going to buy, or which one can I afford to buy?
That's why you have people that study it, like that's
like
what
stock.
they do.
Like stock, yeah. Yeah, they buy and trade, buy and sell cryptocurrency. So there's a lot of pros and cons though when we talk about, so hopefully so far, if you're on right now, you kind of got an idea of what cryptocurrency is, and Bitcoin is like the largest of them. So if you have like one Bitcoin as of now, the value of a Bitcoin is like 54,000. So and then it depends on when you actually watch this. So if you watch this a week from now, I'm sure it will be different.
Right.
But it's averaging like $54,000 US dollars.
But Bitcoin's been around the longest.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is the godfather. So 54,000 though, that means if, I'll give you an example, Lamborghini accepts Bitcoin. So that means that if I had right now 6 Bitcoins, that I could go and buy a Lamborghini.
Well, where's your Lambo at, man?
300,000. I mean, everybody not just going out and just like, well, I'm about to go spend it, because you have to see it as an investment. So, do you just going to go and buy a car with it, or you going to hold? That's the term come from hold, right? Like you buying hold, just like you would like a stock that's gaining and projecting to triple or go to 300, 400% over time.
A lot of people pull out though.
A lot of people pull out because they panic for one.
Right.
Right.
Or like the people who have been in it and held for so long that got in it when it was like $1 or $2 or $3.
I got a story for that one, but go ahead.
And it wasn't even like really valued at that much at that point in time. So they went and bought a lot of Bitcoin, and now they're, thousands of dollars. Who wouldn't pull out at least some
of it, right? And enjoy it, or take that and put it into other investments,
right?
Real estate or other investments, right? There's so much that you could do with that. So,
story time. Hold on.
This gonna be. This is all right, guys. So don't throw anything through your phone or through your laptop at me.
Okay.
Like,
don't throw nothing at him. Don't break your laptop or your phone.
All right. So someone approached me over 10 years ago, and they was like trying to tell me about Bitcoin. And they was like, Joe, man. And the reason I didn't move on it, because this person jumped from thing to thing. Like, first he was trying to set me on, like, what is it? What was that thing called? Amco? I can't remember. Where they like, it's always like a pyramid thing.
Right.
So it's always the pyramid thing. I was like, no, I'm good on that. Never been into doing pyramids. So then he came, he was like, Joe, and they got this new thing coming out called Bitcoin. It's like, it's a currency that's online. Maybe he didn't explain it well to me, but I was not
sold on it.
Yeah. But he like, man, just put $100 into it. It's $100. What's $100 for you? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I wasn't. And he was like, just put $10, Joe. I mean, it's like 3 cents each.
3 cents.
So if I would have invested $10 at that time at 3 cents, I would have 333 coins right now. Bitcoin times 54,000. I would have $18 million. I would have $18 million just off $10. Can you imagine taking $10 and putting it into something, and 10 years later it's valued at $18 million?
Yeah, you would have had to hold for a long time. That's a lot of holding.
I probably would have sold one every like. As it was going up, I may have like just sold one here, sold one there. Like right now, I would be able to sell one and just have like $54,000 by just selling one.
Selling one.
Selling one. You know what? Let me go and or sell 3 or 4 and go and buy a home or something, right? A new home. But so let's talk about the history of Bitcoin.
Okay.
In February, well, let's go back to March of 2010. One Bitcoin was not even a penny. It was 0.003.
That sounds like what's our one? Which one is it?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Not the electronium. Is it the other one?
Oh, electronium. Yeah.
Is that the one that inches up and then it'll go back? No, the one that's not even a penny yet. But
No, it's at 2 point something cent right now. It's almost at 3. It's at 3 cents.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about electronium, right? Someone told me that we've been into cryptocurrency for a while, but I think it was 2017. Someone was like, "Oh," and this is when I learned about an IPO on cryptocurrency. They was like, "Joe, it's this coin. It's gonna," and actually it was a penny at that time. So it was like, "Joe, if you spend $500 on this, it's projected to get to like." I forgot what number it was. I was all excited. I'm like, I think it was $17.
Yeah.
It's projected to get it, which it haven't got the $17. But let me see where I'm at. Because I have so many coins. Divide that by a penny. So right now, I have 500,000 coins of electronium.
Uh-huh.
And it has gone up. So pretty much it has gone up from probably 500 to 1,500, which is still like a small investment.
Right.
But imagine if it get to $17. Again, I'll be at 8.5 million if it ever gets to $17. You never know.
Electronium needs to get to $17.
Electronium needs to get
fast.
like Bitcoin, right? It needs to catch up. But what's interesting is all of these coins that we talked about, Ethereum. Where's that at right now?
Let me see.
I probably got it in my portfolio. It's at 2,426.
Oh, it's went up.
Yeah, 2,426. And when I got Ethereum, it was like $200.
Mm-hmm.
$200, and now that $200 is worth 2,400.
Right.
Right, and I bought a few of them at the time. So, Bitcoin in February of 2011, it was at $1, valued at $1. December of 2012, it was $13. December of 2013, it was at $600. Then it kind of flattened out for a few years. January of 2017, it was $800. And then this one, it just started, cryptocurrency just started exploding because everybody just started talking about it. Like Dogecoin right now.
Right.
Like everyone's talking about that. And I remember when that was at like 3 cents right now. And it's at 27.
And you see that even on social media platforms like Facebook.
Everybody started talking about it and giving out the information.
Yeah. And what's crazy is, just for me personally, like looking through my Facebook and I see people talking about it, and this is people that I haven't seen talk about cryptocurrency like before, ever, who I wouldn't have even thought was into cryptocurrency.
Well, they're into trends.
Right.
Right. So whatever like the trend is, and you have the young people that's talking about, oh, there's this thing, because the majority of people that ask me are young. I would say between the age of like 19 to 27. And the reason they ask because they're either seeing it on like the news because it pops up on their cell phone, or like they see it on the timeline.
Right.
So they say, oh, this thing going from 5 cents to 30. And they thinking just how they should be thinking. If I had $10 and I put in $10 into something that was 3 cents and now it's 30, how much would I have made?
Right.
Right. So now Bitcoin is at 54,000. Depending on when you actually see this episode. 54,000. I would never, but you know what's interesting? People ask Warren Buffett about things like Amazon.
I started off checking it every other week, just like most people do. Then it got out of control. I couldn't help myself. I started checking it day after day after day. I didn't realize that I was becoming addicted until my wife said something.
What did she say?
She said, It's just a credit score. Relax.
Are you checking your credit score?
Hold on.
And like just deals, he passed up.
Well, we were just talking about like on Shark Tank them passing up Ring.
Oh yeah, we were just talking
Yeah.
about that Ring. You guys know Ring? What you press the doorbell?
But I think that sometimes, and I just in business in general, it's all about presentation and how you explain a product sometimes.
Right.
Or how you explain the investment, like if you want someone to be involved. And if who you're presenting to doesn't understand the full concept of what you're saying, they may not want to invest in it because they don't understand the long term, or it may just seem to be too high risk because of the way you're explaining it.
Right. It may seem like it's too high risk, or they may seem that it's too much competition, or someone can impede on
What
that
you're
that,
doing.
that industry too
Right.
easily. So they may say, well, this in the investment may be too short term.
Right.
Right. And then someone's going to come and make something similar to that. And then boom, like your sales are trending down.
Right. And I know that doesn't have to do with cryptocurrency, but in general,
In
like
general,
the
right.
business realm of it is when you're trying to get people to invest in you or your product or, invest, they have to understand what's going on.
What I always say is, before, like when people ask me about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, I always say like, I can't advise you as like a financial advisor, because I hate to tell someone, oh yeah, like I've made X amount of dollars, and then they go do it, and we've seen how volatile cryptocurrencies are.
Cryptocurrency is, right.
So if
It be trending up and then like overnight just
I remember when I think I got Bitcoin when it was like at 1,500, and I remember it got up to like 19,000. I'm like, man, if I sell one of them, I'm not. And I've been a type to always hold. I haven't sold any of my coins. I think I got like 18 coins, like 18. I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, like all of these coins I have. I remember I got Popcoin. Someone told me back in 2017, like, man, I'm telling you, marijuana is going to be legal one day. You want to get Popcoin. Crazy. And I like, you know what? I'm going to try it, right?
right.
But if
Not
you,
the pot, just the coin.
well, it's called Popcorn.
I know. I'm making a joke. Funny.
But in the industry though, but no, that Popcoin is based on the actual
Okay.
marijuana sales though.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. Look, you threw me off now. Where was I? Oh, we were talking about how volatile was. I remember when Bitcoin, I got in around 1,500, and then I bought some more when it was around 3,000, and it got up to 19,000, and then it just took a slump. It went from 19, 17, 15,
I remember
13,
when that happened.
10.
Like, yeah.
It was, and I was like, man, I should sell these and then just like take the money and just hold and see what happens. What happens if it just keep going down 9, 8, 7, 6, but I always been the type to just hold and see what
Right.
happens. That's why when people talking about like a property crashing or the market, real estate market, which was your last episode. That was
Right.
episode number 69. I'm going to hold because I feel if I look over historically in that industry, it
It'll
always
rebound.
yeah,
Right.
always comes back, and it comes back higher than it was. So now, before we end this though,
You gotta know when to hold them.
you gotta
You
know
gotta
when
know
to
when to
hold.
fold them.
You gotta know when to fold them. I just hold. I say because they're projecting Bitcoin to hit 200,000.
Wow.
So if it could drop down to 10,000 tomorrow, I'm not selling. And I'll be 60 years old. I'll be like, man, Bitcoin died away. I should have sold them when I had the chance to. But I got so many other things I'm investing into. But with
Right.
cryptocurrency, I just hold. Let me give you guys some tips though. Not tips, but some things I've learned that I've observed
Okay.
is be careful of scams. Just like in anything with cryptocurrency, there's a lot of scams. And if you follow the groups out there, you'll see what people are talking about, where they have these apps and these platforms where it says, oh, well, you can't afford one Bitcoin for $54,000, but you can buy a part of a Bitcoin through our platform for $100 or for $10 or whatever the case, and you own a small portion of a Bitcoin. And as the Bitcoin goes up, then you gain back like profit,
Right.
or we'll take your money and that Bitcoin along with all the other group, and we'll have it mining or whatever
Right.
the case is, and you'll get 300% back on your investment. I would say, if you're going to get into cryptocurrency, use a platform that has been around for a while, like Coinbase.
Right.
Coinbase, or like go online and just do your own homework and find a platform that has been around for years, and you can read the reviews on it, but do your homework. I would say there's too many complaints about these type of platforms and apps that does scams where you invest in like a cryptocurrency for a small amount, and then a platform just dies away.
And I think that happens with a lot of new. Like if it's new, then people are always going to try to like
The pyramid scheme
capitalize,
type ones.
right?
Yeah.
Capitalize on people's lack of knowledge or lack of understanding of what they're investing in.
I agree. And the excitement around it too.
Right,
Like,
right.
let's take advantage of people's excitement, because everybody's like excited
Bye.
about it. Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
So make sure that you do your homework on any type of investment. Right? So make sure you do your homework. You don't want to just become a victim of a scam. So if there's an opportunity out there, do your homework.
And it's like the stock market. Like there's people who study the stock market, understand the stock market. There's people who do the same thing with cryptocurrency and really study it. And that's what they do all day, every day is, trade and buy and
Right.
in that realm in cryptocurrency. So, you just have to, if you don't have the time to do it, but you want to invest in it, you have to sometimes find those people who are really highly involved like that.
Right. So I did my homework when it was brought to me again in 2017. And I went and I was like, oh my God, no, it is not $800, when someone told me it was 3 cents. Let's get going.
All right.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This was a good show.
Yeah.
I hope you guys learned,
Interesting.
understanding more about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Disclaimer, the past performance of an investment is not indicative. How you know what I was about to say?
Yes.
Oh, you looked on my paper. A past performance is not indicative to future results. So make sure that you do your homework, but also be aware that cryptocurrency is very unstable and volatile. Thank you so much, guys. Give your feedback down in the comment section. We're interested in hearing what your thoughts are. Are you currently investing? What are you investing in? Let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.
And we will see you guys on Wednesday for Real Estate Wednesday.
The boss is few. You gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association. Joe.